I never meant to A-log your children. I never meant to add 500 pounds to my weight. I only wanted to get paid for minimal effort. I only want to see you eating at the big buffet. Big buffet, big buffet. Big buffet, big buffet. Big buffet, big buffet. Only want to see you eating at the big buffet. It's a little sneak peek of the latest banger from Ace's new album. Out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Just heard all of the tracks. They've all come together quite nicely. However, I love Purple Rain. What an amazing song. But you know what I love more? The gym walkers getting scalped. We can add another one to the kill streak. Paulyfrog 64. Paulyfrog 64. A man whose only noteworthy thing is being a topic of a Godwinson stream. This is a man who was fired by COG. Let that sink in. But look, don't let that hinder his gym impersonation, because it truly is not only the worst one, but also the most shameful of all of them. He's just been doxxed, swatted, for his involvement on January the 6th. And the most ridiculous thing is, he wasn't even there. And in fact, it wasn't him that got swatted, it was his mum. I'm going to show you the whole thing in just a second. But before we do, I want to introduce you just to who is Paulyfrog 64. This is Paulyfrog 64. Why are all the Jimpersonator's middle-aged? And why do they all sound like teenagers? But let's show you the list of the man's crimes, shall we? I mean, this really is shooting fish in a barrel at this point. I can't believe Godwinson's doing the stream on Paulyfrog 64. Can't believe it's finally happening. Well, you know what, Paulyfrog 64? You've finally done something of note. That something of note is filming your mum get swatted. This is how he pretends to be online. He pretends to be this frog online. This is him? This is him reading one of Jim's posts because he's a skinwalker and he wants to be Jim. You know, it's the stream starting soon. Look at this cancer. I want to show you just the Jim impersonation he gives, because it's truly, I'm going to have to pause Purple Rain, but believe you me, it'll be back.
Gas running. And I guess it got shut off. They were like trolling Europe. You're like, haha, fuckers, we got natural gas. I thought that was pretty funny.
Another one, another Jimpersonator that imitates the cancer, that literally sits there in the darkness, over and over and over again, trying to copy the cancer laugh. Listen to him go.
Russia with their gas stove on. It was a 24/7 live stream of their gas running. And I guess it got shut off. They were like trolling Europe. You're like, haha, fuckers. We got natural gas. I thought that was pretty funny.
Now you might be thinking, oh, it's just Paulyfrog, bro. Like, leave him alone. He ain't done nothing. He's just a light-hearted frog doing shenanigans on the internet. In fact, in his bio, he describes himself as a strange frog in a strange land. But, you know, on this bio, he's got 2 channels, by the way. On this bio, he says, I play video games and make art. I hope you enjoy. But, you know, on various things, he talks about how he's quitting YouTube. I'm dying of cancer already. Just like Jim.
Hey everybody, Pauly here coming at you with a short video. Just want to say that I appreciate all of you, appreciate all the support. Just want to make a quick little shill video for my different channels where you can...
Now you might be thinking, this light-hearted frog. Now this blew my mind, right? I shouldn't have laughed at this. But the man pretends to be this, right, online, doing a Jim impression, you know. And when you find out this detail, you'll be like, this is... So, Paulyfrog. Paulyfrog 64. Right? That's the real face of the man. That's what he pretends to be online. Paulyfrog 64 has only recently got over an addiction to crystal meth. Paulyfrog 64 spent a decade on meth. And and I don't think it's just meth. I think it's like heroin. I think there's a fucking litany of drugs the guy was on. You know, he talks about it all on his show with Cog before he got fired. But I don't know if it's just me, but I mean, sure, I can understand that this man does meth. Yeah, I get the deal with that. But then, you know, surely this was made in a meth binge. Surely this.
Find me. I'm just going to plug all my social media, so here we go. Let's get right into it.
Here we go, chat.
Here's all my links. Here's the places you can find me. I'm on Odyssey, I'm on Rumble, I'm also on DLive, and this...
He's just listed there all of the places you will not be going because you don't give a fuck about his online presence. I think some of these links are actually on, you know, if you go to them, chat, you will be the first people ever to have clicked on these links. These are truly unexplored lands, you know. But he's diversified his online portfolio. You can find him wherever you like. The Jimpersonator.
This website has all my links, everything.
Look, there's fucking more. This is shameful.
This website has all my links, everything.
Guy's got about 70 links. Every single online platform you can think of. Gab, Minds, Telegram, and you better believe it's slightly hidden there, and I can't be asked to scroll back up. But you better believe he's on chudbuds.lol. You better believe he's on chudbuds.lol. Jimpersonator. But like I say, he's just been swatted. And for our benefit, he streamed it live. Now you might be thinking, did they abseil down the fucking building? Did they break into his house? Did they smash his back doors open? Did they come and take him out, ladies and gentlemen? This, to me, is a real fucking weak-ass swatting. What I'm about to show you is, I mean, they sent a woman fed in plain clothing. That's one. Two, without the angry autist in the corner holding his phone camera screaming I'm being swatted, this would just look like the Avon ladies visited. You Yanks out there won't realise what that reference is, but this literally just looks like the Avon ladies paid a visit. This is on a scale of like, they're torching the house, they're dragging him straight to jail, to the Avon ladies paying the visit. This is where we're at with the level of swatting. Is this the level of 2023 swattings, by the way, if this is setting the standard? But we'll give him his moment of fame, because what he wants, right, and what was going through his autistic mind as he was filming this, he set the video to private, by the way, but we remember. He was thinking, this is my chance to become an internet martyr, to get all of you behind me, to get you to visit all of me platforms. This is my chance to inherit Jim's legacy. And, you know, you're going to see the inheritance of Jim's legacy. Now, I only managed to get the whole fucking stream, but because it's me, it's kind of scuffed. But I managed to get the chat as well. So, let's go.
It's okay if you're not feeling well.
No, I'm not talking to anybody.
So, yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this. He entitles the stream, FBI in my house. FBI in my house. Now, Neat Ronin, you may have to tilt your head sideways, but literally, in the doorway there, the Avon lady has paid a visit. This is his mum. This is the Fed in the guy's house. And she's paying Paulyfrog a visit to ask about his involvement in January 6th. Now, Paulyfrog wasn't there. Paulyfrog was in his mum's basement, as his mum confirms on stream. But Paulyfrog, what he was doing on January 6th was restreaming the event and actually speaking to Baked Alaska whilst he was live in the Capitol, putting his feet on Nancy Pelosi's desk. But, you know, they've not sent the crack team. They've not abseiled down the building. They've sent the Avon lady because it's Paulyfrog. And it's taken literally 2 years, nearly 3 years. What is it? 3 years? 2 years, right? 2 years since the event for the feds to even muster up any of a fuck to give about Paulyfrog. And so, even in this swatting, they've sent the Avon lady to do it. Just as in his online presence, there's no donos, and the FBI ain't pushing the boat out. They ain't spending any money hauling Paulyfrog's ass to jail. It's tough. When you can't make a nickel or a dime, IRL, or online, maybe it's time to just Paulyfrog. But let's do the whole thing. Let's go.
This is so minor. I think you're just overreacting. Maybe just explain it.
I'm exercising my Fifth Amendment rights for being silent.
His mom's telling him, I think you're just overreacting. It's just the Avon lady. And you've got Paulyfrog in the corner, reeing out, holding his phone. I exercise my Fifth Amendment rights to remain silent. I'm not a gay pedophile. And by the way, just listen to the man's voice when he's not doing a gym. They all sound like spurgs when they're not doing gym, don't they? Please be patient. Paulyfrog has autism.
Yeah, I'm not talking. It's anything I say will be used against me in a court of law, so I'm not saying anything.
Anything I say will be used against me in a court of law? The man's ego. He genuinely thinks they're going to expend any money bringing his ass to jail. They've literally sent like this mum holding a piece of paper. It may as well be a postage stamp. I imagine the paper is blank. They've not forced entry. It's the mum and her having a conversation. This swatting is literally ladies who lunched here. The only thing that makes it a swatting is Paulyfrog reeing in the corner. FBI in my house. You know. I mean, this chat is cancer, by the way. Look at that. Whoa. Is this real? What you did? I mean, his chat was thinking, oh my God, the guy's being swatted. What experience of the world do these people have? These Sweetie Squad autists? If this is a swatting, I don't know what to tell you.
I just want to let you know I wasn't in just a couple quick questions that you weren't physically present in an incident where destruction happened on the Capitol. So on January 6th, you were not at the Capitol because you were home with us. I've already told her that, so there's not much more than that.
You know, the mom has had this conversation many, many times before, clearly. The mom has had to talk the guy out of an autistic rage, out of a refit, almost on the daily. She confirms there that not only does he live with his mom, not only is he still living with his mom, but he was also in his mom's basement on January 6th. So even though if he does go down for insurrectionist charges, for interviewing Baked Alaska whilst he was in the Capitol office of Nancy Pelosi, it's literally the gayest charge you could possibly imagine. Oh my God, you were, like, imagine when he's talking to his, like, jailmates. Oh my God, you were at January 6th? What were you, riding a tank? Were you with that fucking moose guy? Were you pissing over Nancy Pelosi's desk? No, I was in my mom's basement thousands of miles away. But I got a 10-minute call with Baked Alaska whilst he was doing those things. But believe me, I was swatted. I was swatted. There's evidence out there online. I hope he does do more time than Baked. I hope they bring Paulyfrog in for life. I hope they give him the electric chair. Not for his involvement in January 6th, but for his crime of wearing Jim's skin. And using this swatting, quote unquote, to try and inherit Jim's legacy. To try and snatch the crown from all of the other Jimpersonators who've been working really hard.
No, I'm not saying anything.
Now, to you and I, to all in sundry, what we're seeing here is two mums having a conversation. Nothing in it. No, literally, the woman's holding a blank piece of paper and she's actually trembling as she's reading it. The Fed. But in Pauly's mind, he's hearing, "Get down on the fucking ground! Put your hand up!" "I don't think my residence either. I'm not a gay pedophile." And Pauly's like genuinely deranged. There's a reason why he's just privated. This one, by the way, I'm living up to my claim of it's a Godwinson live news alert. This happened about 5 minutes ago.
So there's an informal questionnaire that, like, there's not a questionnaire. So what's the case number?
Poor guy, he's fighting the power. He's sticking it to the man. Paulyfrog, what a disruptor. What an alt-right disruptor there. What an heir to Jim. Standing yards away, literally pressed up against the corner of this apartment as he watches and films his mom getting swatted for his online idiocy. But you better believe that he's the true successor to Jim's legacy. This is it, guys. Just watch this in disbelief. Look at what his chat's saying. Be safe. Delete your YouTube channel. Quick, get rid of the evidence. Don't delete it. Just stop streaming. Get a lawyer. The feds are in the stream. Like, are they retarded? This is the Avon lady. His mom is in slippers. His mom don't give a fuck. His mom ain't heard no bell. She ain't heard no bell. Fed or not, his mom is there right at the fucking gate. Defending that fortress, defending her man. Look at this. Look. You might think, oh my God, it was just Paulyfrog, having a moment. Surely the Sweetie Squad aren't invested in this. Surely the Sweetie Squad don't believe what's going on. Look at what the Sweetie Squad are saying. Don't let them take any electronics. They're just trying to scare you. Don't let them take any electronics. It's one solitary woman trembling as she reads the crimes from a piece of paper. I mean, it's a questionnaire she's got. She's got a pub quiz in her hands, basically. But don't let them take your electronics. Look at this one from White Dwarf. White Dwarf I've not seen in a long time. But White Dwarf's an OG Sweetie Squad member. He was around before it was the Sweetie Squad. But there's White Dwarf in his chat. Remember these words, Pauly. White Dwarf at this point must be about 50 years old. But remember these words, Pauly. Fifth Amendment. White Dwarf. Bro, can we not delude the man, really? The mom's like, my son's got autism. Please be patient. The Fed's like, yeah, I can see. I can see that in the corner of my eyes there. There's a neck-bearded sped filming with his camera, literally pissing and shitting himself as he does so. In Pauly's head, he's screaming, "Stay the fuck back. We will defend ourselves." Mom's like wearing a fucking poncho or some shit. This woman ain't heard no bell. This woman's dressed like fucking Clint Eastwood. As you say, Clint Eastwood literally appears in the chat, in our chat here, and says, "She's dressed like me." Look, I mean, look, it's not just. Have I taken the crazy pills? Is this really a swatting? Because the chat I'm reading on Pauly's here, it's like I'm watching a completely different clip. It's like I'm watching the man literally be ground into the pavement, George Floyd style, as he's gasping for air. Look at what they're saying. "Don't talk to them at all. Private the stream. Contact a lawyer immediately. They are trying to make bullshit up now. It's just political persuasion. The US holds political prisoners. Fuck them. Fuck the FBI. Whoa, buddy. You're a real edgelord there, man. Ooh. Fuck the FBI, eh? Best advice a lawyer will give you. I don't remember." Like, what is this? What is this? This is what we're seeing. You know, this isn't a different clip. This is the chat. This is the swatting that happened 5 minutes ago. Look at this. Look. Mr. Man, Sweetie Squad Autist, by the way. "Stay strong, Pauly. I blame Baked Alaska. I applaud Baked Alaska for allowing this to happen. Without Baked Alaska, the Jimpersonators wouldn't be confronted and doorstepped by the Avon lady as they tremble in their boots and call this FBI in my house." The woman's barely even in the house. The woman's barely even in this fucking house. Baked ordered the hit. Can we order him like a slap-up steak meal in prison? Can we get Surfer to deliver the slap-up steak meal to the gates of the prison to reward Baked Alaska for this? There we go. That was the swatting. Do you want to see the aftermath of this? That was the swatting, by the way. Straight up, no kayfabe, no bullshit. That's not just... I've not just filmed my mom and the Avon lady and pretended that that's Paulyfrog swatting. No. That just happened to a Jimpersonating autist. The Avon lady has left now. The Fed has left the building. Paulyfrog has evaded capture, for now. This freedom fighter lives to see another day while he fights the power. It's not over. It's not over. As you can see, the blue bar here, I mean, the swatting was all of 6 minutes. Let's be that. But this stream obviously goes on for a great deal longer as he shits and pisses himself to his own mother. This is a grown man. I just want to remind you of who this is. You know, him. You know, whilst he might think in his own mind that he's this, he's actually a grown-ass man living with his mother, watching his mother get swatted as he says nothing apart from, I exercise my right to the Fifth Amendment. I'm not a gay pedophile. But listen to his copes. Oh, I've got to press play.
Don't talk to law enforcement.
You weren't here for the whole conversation.
Doesn't matter.
Don't grill me.
First thing the man says, you know. First thing the man says, you don't talk to law enforcement. Like, bro, you've just watched your mum stop the feds from coming to get your ass. You've literally just watched her completely, have an amicable conversation. But not a thanks for that, mum. Thanks whilst I stood in the corner like a pussy-ass bitch, holding my camera phone, trembling. First thing you say is, you don't speak to law enforcement. And this mum ain't heard no bell. This mum ain't heard no bell. She's dressed like Clint Eastwood, and she's about to school her autistic son's ass.
I tried to cover your ass the whole time. She's like, does he live here? Is it? I'm like, well, he's back and forth between his grandmas and here. I tried to cover your ass, and then when she told me what it was about.
Like, he literally, instead of stopping the stream, right, this is a mum who asks for no board. Board is, in England, we call that rent, right? No board, no payment to have his fat ass in his mid-40s live in the basement. Not at all. This is a generous woman. This is the mom with no name. She don't even ask for a fistful of dollars. I just want to play like the past 5 seconds of that, because I did have a point there. Okay, so that's what I wanted to cover. So instead of stopping the stream, he actually films and streams live his mum literally saying, I've just lied for your ass. I just lied to the Avon lady and say that you come back and forth. You don't actually live here full time. You don't spend all day in the basement and only come out for 10 days. He literally films his mum saying that she's just lied to the law enforcement lady. No respect. No fucking respect.
Which is, they're reviewing footage and they're looking for faces that were at the Capitol. Were you at the Capitol on January 6th?
You don't talk to cops. You don't let cops in your home. You don't cooperate with police. You don't, because anything you say. Look, you know what happened to Michael Flynn? You know what happened to Michael Flynn?
You know what happened to Michael Flynn? You know what, like, the mum's like, I ain't heard no bell. I ain't heard no bell, sped son. I don't know what a Michael Flynn is, but I know that you're having an episode. Sit down. Take a seat. I ain't heard no bell.
They arrested him because they said he lied to an investigator. You don't say shit to the fucking feds. You don't say shit. They're corrupt.
Can I just say, by the way, this is my real thoughts on this. What a big man Paulyfrog is, eh? What a big man. What a king. Didn't say any of this to the fucking law enforcement lady that was just on the doorstep. But listen how he pipes up. Talks smack. How suddenly he's alive when he's talking to his own mom. That's what I don't like about this. You know, we can lay aside the jokes and say, all right, he's a Jimpersonator, he's another one of the clones that's being scalped, he's just an autist. I don't like the level of disrespect here. And what I see here is a really disgusting piece of shit. A real big man. Talking smack to his mum. But can't do it to the Avon lady. That says it all, eh? That says it fucking all.
They're evil people.
She's a brand new field agent.
I don't care.
She's not seeking to...
They're evil people, Mom. It's the Avon lady, Paulyfrog. It's just the Avon lady. She's just got a little questionnaire. She just wanted to know if you were January 6th. Of course you weren't. You were in my basement. And I said as such. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, but...
Can you arrest
I don't
you?
care.
Why are you recording this?
No, this is for my protection.
This is for his protection? I'm pretty sure this mom's gonna protect his ass until she dies. She knows the burden that she took on. With each year that passes, she has committed herself to that fate. She has committed herself to having a 60-year-old son in the basement. She knows what she's signed up for. But this woman ain't heard no bell. No matter who comes to the doorstep, she's gonna be there to field them off. In a gentle way. Holding the mug with 2 hands. Wearing a poncho. She don't give a fuck what autism goes on the internet concerning her geriatric son. She ain't heard no bell, folks.
My protection. So I'm not
Fine.
answering any questions.
You want major protection, then get out of our house.
Yes,
You want to protect your
based.
own ass, get out of here.
Based. This mom ain't heard no fucking bell. You want to protect yourself? Get out of my fucking house. The mom's bringing the real heat. All the king's men could be outside Paulyfrog's house. But this mom's like a SWAT team in herself, isn't she? She's the fastest drawer in the West, folks. You better believe it.
That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm
I
trying
don't
to
think
do.
so. She has a couple of simple questions. She has screenshots of your computer. She knows your username.
The mom at this point isn't even phased. She's literally just setting the table now. She's setting the table. She's putting some salad in the bowl. She's getting some tongs in there. Like the salad tongs. She's laying out plates and napkins. She don't give a fuck. This mom don't give a single fuck.
They have screenshots, but she's trying to understand what part you're playing in the incident.
I didn't play any part. There's no insurrection.
I didn't play any part. I'm not a gay pedophile.
I just want to ask him about restreaming. She goes, are you familiar with his account?
I hope he does share a jail cell with Baked. And I hope he's the prison prag bitch to Baked Alaska. That will genuinely bring me comfort at night, knowing that that's happening in the world. Paulyfrog, prison prag bitch.
No.
I'm not cooperating with the feds.
I'm not cooperating with the feds. I'm not cooperating with the feds. Bro. You just stood and watched your mom cooperate with the feds. The mom just literally told you to get out of get out of her house. You didn't move a single inch. That shows you who you truly are. You're not a freedom fighter. You're not a king. You're not a guy with hairs on your chest who can stand on his own 2 feet. No. You're a prisoner in this house. And you like it. You like it. You like being your mom's prison prag bitch. While she lays out the fucking plates on the table.
Several accounts, that's all she told. That's it. That's all she told me.
I'm I'm not talking to the feds. If they wanna come down here with the warrant.
Look at. I'm sorry. Now I understand that for many in this chat, they just think it's another. It's another one of Godwinson's shenanigans. It's another one of his theatrics, and of course this isn't real. It's so absurd. Well, the Sweetie Squad autists in Paulyfrog's chat who've gathered there because Paulyfrog is the new Jim, right? This is what they're saying. Anyone who can do a half-decent Jim impression now is having Sweetie Squad autists gather around them on chudbuds.law. But this is what his chat are saying. Look, this is the Avon Lady Fed has left. The federal agent has left. And this is what they're saying. Look, in all caps, don't say a word. They will use this as evidence. I will pray. I will pray. Look, you can get a job at any resort in Mexico, because you know English. Flee the country now, Paulyfrog. It's late here. It's late for me anyway. Let's persevere.
And then take me down.
Not seeking a warrant.
Well,
You're on the very tail end of a small, pretend it's a tail of a fish. It's way over here. You're not part of.
This mom's like, you are such an insignificant piece of shit, Paulyfrog. There's a fish. There's this fish on the table that I'm laying out for dinner. You are not even at the tail end of this fish in the FBI's fucking manhunt for January 6 insurrectionists. You're not even this fish. You're not a big fish, you're not a small fish. You're not even the tail end of the little fish. You are literally nothing. Literally nothing. I don't know, I'm a fan of this mom. I think this mom's pretty based. She ain't heard no bell.
You're not a central suspect in the investigation.
They lie. Cops can lie. They can say whatever the fuck they want to you. They can say whatever the fuck.
Now she knows you're mistrusting, and now she knows you're not really willing
Oh,
to
sure. Oh,
cooperate.
yes, yeah. You got nothing to hide. Their job is to find out if a crime has been committed and prosecute.
She wants to know if you were with us on January 6th.
All she wants to know, son, is if she can sell me some Avon products.
I'm not. So if she wants to come back,
Then your part of the case will stay open.
if she
and
wants
it'll
to
just
sit
drag
down,
on
if
and
she wants
drag
to,
on.
if you want to get me legal representation and have me sit down with a lawyer and then approach this person, that's sure.
That's fucked, isn't it? If you want to get me legal representation so I can sit down with this person and answer their questions, then I'm willing to do it. Bro, you're a grown-ass man. You're nearly double my age, Paulyfrog. Why don't you pay for your own legal representation? You fucking scum. Your mom can't carry you all your life. One day she will die, and you'll be on your own, and you'll have nothing. Except this weird cancer laugh that you copied from Jim. One day you'll have to stand on your own 2 feet. Your mom can't pay for your legal representation, bro. You've already taken enough from her. I don't see a man in the video, by the way. I don't see, like, a dad. I imagine the dad fucked off a long time ago. He couldn't deal with this shit.
Sure, fine, whatever. Because then I'm talking to my lawyer, and my lawyer is relaying information to them. That's what you do. That's the proper procedure. You don't fucking talk to cops, especially feds. Feds are fucking dirty as fuck.
Ooh, go off, King. Go off, King. Feds are dirty as fuck. Well, that woman that stood in your doorway was literally like a middle-aged mom. She was doing this, swatting, in the middle of Avon lady visits, house to house, and she's posting leaflets through the door. She's scum. She's filth. Fry the pigs like bacon. Come on. Paulyfrog, by the way, Larps is like this traditionalist. He's all about, like, what you want to call it, being a tradcon.
So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just recording this for my protection. You say, oh, you got nothing to hide. They can fuck you over in an instant like that, easy, just like they did to Michael Flynn. They said Michael Flynn lied to investigators. He didn't lie to investigators. They entrapped him. That's what they do.
Isn't law enforcement based when it's going at people of a different skin colour to you, Paulyfrog? I'm pretty sure you've said that many, many times on stream. Because you're a based freedom fighter. Bringing traditional values back to America. Isn't your whole platform about encouraging law enforcement and respect for law enforcement? That woman there that stood in your doorway seemed like a pretty respectful, filthy pig. She seemed like a fairly respectable lady. She could have done far worse. I'm certain. They could have sent the crack team in. She could have pointed out her gun and said, get on the fucking ground, you sped autist. I've had enough of this. She chose not to. I didn't see her kneeling on your neck. I didn't see her kneeling on your mom's neck. I saw her having a friendly conversation. She was trembling as she was reading this questionnaire. This filthy pig. You don't speak to the feds, Mom.
So I don't cooperate with the cops or the feds, ever, without legal representation.
You can handle this. This is case number 176-WF-3366759.
Okay.
The mom just docks the case number. The mom, by the way, knows that she's live on stream. She don't give a fuck. She just reads the fucking crime number out aloud. So any of you autists out there can inquire about Paulyfrog's whereabouts.
Well, then let's get me a lawyer.
Agent Rachel Cohen. Her cell number is 571-349-6149.
And now she doxes the Fed. Just, she ain't heard no bell. Now she's doxing the Fed. This is gold, isn't it? Isn't it?
That's number 719-472-3818.
Well, let's get me a lawyer then.
Let's get me a lawyer.
Fucking lawyer.
Okay, so you want me to go to prison? Okay.
Did you hear that? I'm going to play that back in a second. But he goes, let's get me a lawyer then. His mom goes, no, I'm not going to get you a fucking lawyer. Get your own lawyer. And he's like, I'm going to go to prison then. His mom's like, so be it. His mom's like, so be it. It finally gets you out of my house. Finally gets you out of this stinking apartment. Maybe I can redecorate your room and change the locks. I'm going to play that one again. We have to go back a few seconds, so bear with me.
496149. Her desk number is 719-472-3818.
Well, let's get me a lawyer then.
I'm not paying for any fucking lawyer.
Okay, so you want me to go to prison? Okay, fine. That's great. Cool. Thanks.
This mom's like, so be it. Let the cards fall as they may.
Appreciate it.
You don't cooperate with this.
I'm not going to cooperate with a fucking cop, especially a Fed. Jesus.
Now he's got to piss and shit in his room. This is a grown ass man. He's gonna cool himself off in his room. Look at how his room is, by the way.
Mother is so fucking stupid.
Oh.
That's why I hate fucking people, man. They just don't.
That's why I hate my mom. Look at what of a mess. Look at how much of a mess he's made. Look at how much of a mess he's made in his mom's house. Not even got the respect to tidy his mom's room. The room that his mom allows him to have, to live within, to be a complete waste of space within. Not even got the dignity to clean it up. And he'll stand there and demand that his mum buys his lawyer for him. to stop him from going to prison. How will it be any different to how you're living now? You're literally living in squalor, Paulyfrog. Literally squalor. Actual frogs who live in swamps or ponds or some shit live in better conditions.
Well, guys, I might be going to prison.
Based.
So,
Best news I've heard all
my
year.
last stream.
Great. It's his last stream.
Well, you know, it's been fun.
And even then, he can't help but switch into the... I've come to the conclusion now that all Jimpersonations are there to mask copes. Whenever they're coping, they jump into the Jimpersonation and it makes them feel like kings. So as you can see here, he copies Jim's cancer laugh in an attempt to try and regain some composure. Listen.
Well, guys, I might be going to prison. So, this might be my last stream.
Whoa, chat. This might be my last stream, chat. Fuck me. This is genuinely disturbing, isn't it?
Well, you know, it's been fun, guys. I can't see what you guys are saying. I can't see the chat.
Look at what the Sweetie Squad are saying, by the way. This one, Swirly? I've seen you many, many times. I've seen you copy and pasting any joke or any utterance that Jim has made. You quote him around the internet like he's fucking Aristotle. Jim. But here's Swirly, right? Swirly saying, "You did the right thing, Frogman. Your mother is just nervous. The older generation just don't understand." Paulyfrog is that older generation. Paulyfrog's like 42. But Swirly's there. Big guns from the Sweetie Squad. Fucking hell.
Live chat. My chat keeps disappearing.
My chat keeps disappearing. Whoa. Whoa, buddy.
Polly,
Looks like you're kind of worked up there, buddy.
No, I know. Yeah. Are you implicated in this? No, none of you are implicated. You guys are fine.
I hope you're all implicated, because you are cancer. Not just Paulyfrog, but the Sweetie Squad from which he came from. All of you are fucking cancer.
Save the stream and delete the video? I don't have any video. I don't have
Apart from King of Sting, of course.
Any videos, anything that would be of interest to any entity, your federal entity. So, am I retarded?
Yes.
What do you mean, am I retarded?
Yes, you are, sir.
No,
I'm not retarded. I'm not a gay pedophile.
Look, I'm not taking it out on her. I'm sorry. I'm just upset because she opened the door to a police officer. She doesn't understand.
You don't understand.
Unfortunately, people don't understand. Start a GoFundMe for a lawyer.
Start it. That's what this is all about, isn't it? Start a GoFundMe for a lawyer. Paulyfrog in his mind is like, now it's my time to be an internet martyr. Now it's my time to inherit Jim's legacy and become a king. That's the genuinely sickening thing about all of this.
I guess I could try to do that.
I guess I could try to do that. The man has no shame.
Name them.
Why don't you go out and work a fucking job, buddy?
You should have recorded, not streamed. Well, you know, it's fine.
Yeah, sell some hats, Pauly.
Fuck off.
Sell some hats. Paulyfrog freedom fighter. Sticking it to the man.
Yeah, they probably have nothing.
I'm just going to set this down.
Burn my hard drive.
Burn your hard drive.
Alright, well, I'll probably delete this stream.
Too late. Too fucking late.
I just didn't know what was going to happen.
Because I was watching, Pauly. This is a warning to all you Jim walkers out there, to all you Jimpersonators. I'm always watching. Even when it's just one viewer and you think you're not even streaming at all, I'm always watching. And these are the consequences to your actions.
To have my stream on because I didn't know what would happen. So that's all. Eat a buckshot. I'll get right on that with all the guns that I don't have.
What a pussy. You know what? If I was American, I'd have lots of guns. I'd have great pleasure in owning lots of guns. I've got a gun license here, but it's for like an air gun that I can shoot little birds with. Because that's how the English aristocracy gets off. But if I was American, I'd have lots of guns. But this little pussy who lives in his mum's basement ain't even man enough to buy. He's probably wanting his mum to buy his guns. It's like an air rifle I've got. I've got a few. Yeah, you've got to get a license for that shit. It's crazy, isn't it? That's why if you were American, you'd want to own a fucking armory, wouldn't you? Shoot them on the open range. But, you know, he's expecting his mom to get this shit. Yeah, I just don't like them pigeons. Don't like them. I don't have any
firearms. I can't eat buckshot. Unless you want to come over here and stick it in my face and pull the trigger.
Challenge accepted, Paulyfrog. Challenge accepted. I mean, it was all right when you were... you know what that's a reference to? You know when Ralph, in Portugal, he said, oh, you know, come get me. Come get me. I don't give a fuck. And then Cog and some chav went over there and beat Ralph in the street. Paulyfrog was clapping his hands together. Yes. You said a thing that was retarded, Ralph, and we actioned upon that. Well, Paulyfrog's just said an incredibly retarded thing. That someone's going to action. And I hope poetic justice is truly apparent here. And we get Cog and his chav enacting Paulyfrog's words here. Listen to him.
I don't have any firearms. I can't eat buckshot. Unless you want to come over here and stick it in my face and pull the trigger. Yeah, a Fed came into my house. Apparently they wanted to question me about January 6th, but I have nothing to do with January 6th. So I don't know what the fucking problem is.
They've come to question you on your autism.
I'm not talking to the...
You're guilty of all charges.
I might have to... yeah, you know, you guys, I might have to crowdfund a lawyer.
Might have to crowdfund a lawyer. Holy fucking shit. I don't know. This man expects everything to be handed to him on a silver platter. From his mom? From the Sweetie Squad? And what does he do for that? What does he bring to the fucking table? Apart from complete spurgery. Paulyfrog, by the way, I mean, people aren't aware of who Paulyfrog is. Paulyfrog literally donated hundreds, if not thousands, of his mum's credit card money to not only Jim, not only Fagmenko, but also the Kino Casino. And Cog. He was spending the money on Cog. But this man can't even afford his own lawyer. I imagine when the mum finds out, when she reads the credit card statement and goes, what the fuck have you been doing? This guy is going to get grounded. He ain't going to be allowed to play his video games. She's going to cut the internet. Yeah, I mean, people are saying, yeah, Paulyfrog pay pigs like crazy. Yeah, he does pay pig like crazy. So where's the money coming from? I hope the mum does enact some fucking justice.
Baked ratted me out. Big Post says, Pauly, why do you think they showed up?
Look. Covert says, wow, a kid being a kid. Do a face reveal if this is the last stream. The Sweetie Squad are just complete newfag losers. How much... do they not understand? And I say new fag losers. Paulyfrog revealed his face on a stream with Cog when they were doing a Kino Casino parody not 2 months ago. Not 2 months ago. This is a kid being a kid. That's a 40-year-old man being an autist. Being a sped is what that is. It's just a kid being a kid. It's just a kid being a kid. Like, bro, can we not? It's just a kid being a kid.
They wanted to, I guess this was what my mother was saying. Allegedly, they wanted to know if I went into the Capitol. No, I did not go into the Capitol. Then they wanted to ask me questions about my stream. And I'm not going to, here's the thing, I'm not going to answer any questions. Yeah, plead the Sixth Amendment.
I'm not going to answer any questions.
Is it fifth or sixth?
Like, he's just, he won't answer the Avon lady's questions. But he'll answer the questions of Babay. He'll answer the questions of Autotron. He'll answer the questions of Mr. Man. He'll answer the questions of Dell, of Mystique Portal, of Vaughn Festus, of No Dot Reply, of The Naked Beekeeper, of Cobain. Like, he'll answer the questions of the Sweetie Squad, but he won't answer the Avon lady's questions. What a king. What a based freedom fighter we have on our hands here. What a disruptor. What a true inheritor to Jim's legacy we've got here. Come on.
Is it the sixth? I thought it was the fifth. I thought it was the fifth. No, yeah, it's the fifth. I was right. It was the fifth. Okay, yeah, that's what I told her.
He doesn't even know what amendment he's quoting. He's not even sure of the amendment he's quoting.
You know, my lawyer will relay information to an FBI agent. That's fine. I don't mind saying something to a lawyer.